Here are a few mistakes our parents made while raising us that I'm not willing to make while raising my own children, because it has caused a lot of damage and it has left a lot of parents traumatized, and some of these parents have not even healed from them. So I'm going to be giving a list of mistakes that most of our parents made while raising us in this video, so you don't want to miss it.
There's some little moments it was easy just feeling alive.
The very first mistake our parents made while raising us is most of our parents did not even bother or even try to give us sex education, puberty education, whichever one you want to call it. They didn't even try. Some didn't even bother to, just educate us or let us know that there is actually something called sex. There's actually something called puberty. While you grow up, the possible changes that you're going to be seeing. The only thing I feel some parents actually did was scaring us away from sex, using pregnancy as a tool to scare us away from sex, which is all shade of wrong. I'm not willing to not teach my child sex education, puberty education, all these changes that he or she is going to realize or discover in their body. I don't want when these changes start coming or start happening, it becomes more like a surprise, or it looks so weird to them. I want them to embrace these changes and know that it is perfectly normal. Okay, so the earlier we start giving our kids sex education, puberty education, letting them know what they're going to face when they clock a certain age, the better for us. I'm not sure if this next point is a mistake, but it's something I'm not willing to do. Always shouting, always yelling, always flogging, always agitated, always frustrated, and transferring aggression on your children. The child did not even know why you're angry, and you wake up one morning and you're already flogging him or her because he or she is still sleeping by 6 a.m. That is torture. That is torture. Creating an hostile environment where your kids are makes them not want to come close to you, not want to talk to you or let you know things. And that is why a lot of we parents now don't even have it right. Thank God for internet, thank God for technology, thank God for things that we learn, and we feel these things our parents did to us is wrong, and I don't want to pass it on to my children. The use of derogatory words, abusive words, it's all shade of wrong. Like, our parents raised most of us up calling us animals, good for nothing. What do you know? You don't know anything. Get out of here, you fool. God. My own parent didn't do that to me, but she did yelling, especially when you don't do what you're supposed to do. My mom, her voice, you start hearing her voice from the next street. So that is not something I'm willing to do. We need to learn. We parents of today need to learn to know that yelling, using derogatory words, shouting at these children will not make them do that thing you want them to do. Even if they end up doing it out of fear, they don't pick the lesson from that thing. They only did it out of fear, and once they exhaust the kind of fear they have for you, they start reacting back. Okay, and you don't want that. So it is best for you to make them know or understand the reason why they need to do that thing you ask them to do. Then if they now refuse to do, then you can now administer disciplinary measures like flogging. I mean, I flog my children. I will not ask you not to flog, but if you don't want to flog, no problem. I flog my kids, especially after a series of warnings, and they know. So other punishments, taking away their tabs, taking away their screen time, reducing their screen time, going to the naughty corner. You can administer all these disciplinary measures in raising these kids rather than just shouting, yelling, and doing all sorts. Okay, that is one mistake I'm not willing to make, please. A lot of parents made this mistake, and which is comparing one child to the other child. I made a video about that in one of my videos. It is all shades of wrong for anybody to compare anybody with anybody. Even we as husband and wife, husbands don't want to be compared with their fellow men outside. They feel, why would you be comparing me with that man? So talk more of kids, talk more of children, and that is one mistake a lot of our parents made. Like, you see this child doing well academically, and you're already calling out your own child saying, does he have two heads? Does he have 3 years? This one that is the class captain, you don't know how to be class captain. This one that is always coming first, you don't know how to come first. It dey pain, no, but I mean, not everybody in the class will come first, at least. So you just need to have an open mind towards these things. Do not compare your child with anybody, even with their siblings. Don't do that. Okay, they have their own unique similarities that is very unique to just them and them alone. Celebrate that particular unique characteristics rather than making a full show of their weaknesses. Okay, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. This next point is using spanking, flogging as the only means of correction. Thank God for civilization. Thank God for technology. Thank God for open eye. Thank God that we're in the 21st century where parents now know that that is not the only way to correct your child. You see, this always spanking, always beating, always looking for something to throw at your child makes you raise kids that are bitter, that are angry, that don't listen. After all, it's just beating. Chibi is just beating. Will just beat me, and that is it. Okay, so it is wrong. Try to use other means of correction. Then, if they don't take it, then you know what next to do. But try to use other means of correction first. Then you know what next. But using just any small thing, die, any small thing, pack, any small thing, bring that kid, any small thing, bring that thing, let me flog this child. They work again, no, it doesn't work anymore. You're just raising damaged kids. You're just raising damaged kids, kids that don't listen, kids that feel they need to be flogged like a goat before they hear. Yes, you're raising damaged children. Don't do that. Talk to them first. Call them. You know your children. You know who needs to be talked to. You know the person that when I talk to this one is going to listen, but when I take away screen time from this one, is going to listen. You know your children, you know their differences, you know the punishment that you administer to them that will work. Logging is not the only way out. Exhaust every other option before you resort to that. Okay? Our fathers and our mothers do not used to tell us I love you. I don't know if it is a crime. Even sometimes I remember sometimes when we are watching a movie or something and it gets to a scene or a particular scene where they are saying I love you and they're about to see everybody is looking for remote, scrambling for remote to change the channel. It's kind of funny now, but it wasn't funny then. Okay, so they don't know. I don't know. I would say it's because of the way they were raised. Their fathers raised them, and it is all shade of wrong if your parents raised you that way and you want to raise your kids that way. Tell your kids reassuring words daily so it doesn't trip them when someone tells them outside. So they don't feel carried away when someone tells them outside, especially your female child. Your male child also needs love. In short, all your children need love. Tell them you love them. I love you, baby. You look good. You're beautiful. You're cute. You're smart. You're beautiful. Let them know that they are loved at home. Let them know they are cherished at home. So they don't get swayed by these words when they are being told by an outsider. So they don't see that it be as a big deal. I mean, there's nothing you want to tell me that I'm not yet hearing at home. So look for the next line. So yeah, tell your kids exactly how you feel. Make them feel loved. Draw them back home. Make them feel your home is a safe place. Tell them how sweet they are. Celebrate their their unique characteristics. Some of our parents used to be so unobservant and too trusting of strangers, especially when they are older, than even trusting their own kids. I know of a neighbor then while growing up that the child was sexually molested by the home teacher. And then when this child told the mother, when the child told the mother shut her up. I was like, keep quiet, what are you saying? So they are not observant. They don't even bother to know or to read the environment or to know what body changes their kids are having when some certain people are around them. There are some people that when there are some child that when a particular adult is around them, they withdraw. They don't want to talk. They become cold. They are not the vibrant, bubbly child that they are before that person came. You when you start noticing this kind of changes, you know there is something wrong somewhere. But this is a mistake that our parents made, that they are not observant of these things. They are so trusting of people that are adults or that are older. They feel, Shebi is your uncle, Shebi is your neighbor, is our neighbor, I trust him. They don't even bother to listen to whatever their child has to say. So, which is all shades of wrong. Okay, this one goes to the fathers. Most fathers turn themselves to deities when they where their children are. You know those kind of fathers that when they are coming back from work like this, the whole children, the whole house will be running letters. That is coming, that is coming. You're already arranging, you're already doing. That is coming. Some parents now makes themselves a deity, a god, where their children are. I am glad that a lot of parents now are trying to change that narrative. A lot of parents are now being more open. A lot of parents are now being much more warm towards their children. That is how it should be. It's not a situation whereby you're coming back from work and your kids are running letter skater. Your kids are saying that is coming, let's quickly. They are looking for where to hide. They are shivering, they are scared because you're coming back from work. You even see some children, the way they will be so quiet when their dad is around, they will sit down like they don't know anything because you have created a hostile environment for them. So I'm really happy that some parents are trying to change that. But don't be fooled. There are still some parents that are still like that. Like they take glory in the fact that their kids are so afraid of them, which I feel is very wrong. When your kids don't see you as a safe space, I feel you failed as a father or even as a mother. So when they can't come and tell you things firsthand, when your attitude, your behavior, your countenance pushes them away, I feel you failed as a parent. So try as much as you can, no matter what you're going through, try to be warm towards your children. Try to bring them in. Try to draw them in. Try to make them feel safe. Try to make them to want to talk to you. That is the best way to go about this parenting thing. So we don't go about giving birth to kids that are damaged, that are traumatized, that are broken. Make your home a safe place. This next one, even personally, I'm still trying to learn it. It's not apologizing to our kids when we are in the wrong. You need to learn to start apologizing. Our parents never apologize. At least my own parents didn't. Especially when you're accused of something, at the end of the day, it happens that you are not the one that did that thing. They would rather chew pain instead of coming to tell you they are sorry or they are sorry they did this. No, they will not do that. I am learning to change. I am learning to, even if I don't put it outright, like I'm sorry, at least I'm still going to make you realize that I know what I did was wrong. Our parents will never accept that they were wrong. They will still tell you, you too, why did you do that? Why did you even go and do this? Because you have been doing it, that's everybody thought you did it that way. They will still look for a way to turn it and twist it around so that it will still be your fault, even after finding out that you didn't do it. So many of our parents then will rather chew rock than tell us sorry, which is something we need to change. Okay, I think it's a mistake that something we need to address. Learn to tell your kids you're sorry when you're in the wrong, so they know that there is actually something that means being accountable for something you did that is wrong. Okay, that way you're raising intentional kids. You're raising kids that are responsible. This next one has actually damaged a lot of kids and also make a lot of children very timid, which is shutting them down when they want to hear their opinion. Yes, it is wrong for a child to interrupt whatever when an adult is talking. Yes, you need to also let them know that if you have something to say concerning the subject matter, you don't interrupt adults. You can wait when they finish talking, then you can come and say whatever you have to say. Shutting them out makes them feel like a fool, makes them feel timid, makes them feel like a coward. Who am I to talk when my parents are talking? Who am I to say something when I have an idea or an opinion? That is why sometimes these kids, when they go out, when they ask questions, you see them timid. They don't want to talk, even though they know the answer to that thing. Because I've always been shut down, been shut up, been not given a platform or a space to air their opinion. Our parents are guilty of this, and I feel we parents of this of now should do better. Okay, I hope this video has been of help to you, or have changed, or you've learned one or two things. If yes, please do well to like the video, comment your thoughts in the video in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe if you have not. I really appreciate you for watching this video up until this moment. You don't even know how much it means to me. Thank you very much once again. I love you, and I'll be seeing you in my next video.